Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is currently Wednesday. We're going to be doing some more Hat in Time mods, just because there's a ton of them that have been coming out as of late, and, I mean, again, mostly the temperature thing, as well as a bunch of other random things, and it has been really freaking cool. So, hello everybody in the chat. Let us get this started, shall we? As much as I want to continue to listen to Peace and Tranquility forever and a day. Okay, first of all, what do we start with? I guess we'll look at the hats then. We got a few hats to take a look at here. Right, we got this one, the second anniversary kids hat, and that mod is finding that on the list over here. Ah, here we go. Second anniversary kids hat. This was done by Zementumu. I really hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. But anyways, it's just this. Oh, there's something very wholesome and terrifying about this. That's something that I would really like to see in the main game, but yeah, I guess not it. Oh, we got a diamond helmet here. Interesting. I wonder what mod that's coming from. Let's just take a look, shall we? Oh, See, that does not seem to work. So we back in the mine. No, it didn't really work. I guess we'll revisit that one in just a second here. But then we got 8-bit phone and 8-bit phone. This was a relatively new mod. This was done by Mumeki. Mumeki. And it's just adorable. It's based off of the headphones that you see on the vinyl soundtrack. It looks nice. Look at it. Oh, right! And you can also wield a phone and throw it. But you, like, throw music notes. It's great. I wonder if any of the other hats could do things, too. Hold on a second. Well, I know this is the kid's hat, so that's just literally the exact same function with that. Apparently, this is an ice hat. Alright, fair enough. So, first of all, we've got the, ice outfit, and if I scroll through here, the ice outfit was done by Hero, so let's see what that looks like. Ooh. Very neat. I forget. There's Heat Miser, and then there's the other one. What was his name? Please help me in the chat, because I don't know my pop culture. But it looks very nice. I like the gem on the hat, because it looks very shiny. Snow Miser and Heat Miser. Thank you very much, Funny Stuff. Let's see. Next up, we got the cel-shaded dye. Okay, this looked really, really cool to me. Cel-shaded dye. The cel-shaded dye was done by Crash, and looks very plain, but very nice. Check that out. We in Wind Waker. Oh, hello. Of course. I mean, it's neat looking. It looks very minimalist, but I enjoy. Okay, now we got Freezer Burn. And the Freezer Burn thing, if I can find it in here. I think this might have been Icy Inferno costume by Spiffy Snake, if I'm looking through this correctly. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, because I can't really find it anywhere else. So, let's take a look. Good lord. It's like some two-faced demon. It also doesn't talk, so demon confirmed. Yep, that's Nightmares. It's freaking great. Anyway, in order to take a look at this one other thing, I need to get the player select mod. So, let's just look at that, shall we? So we got Hat Kid sitting in here. Oh. Interesting. So, yeah, this is Playable Steve, player select, and this was done by Zementumu. Now this should make a heck of a lot more sense. It looks very fluent, and that's what makes me very upset. So, question. Oh my god, yep. Oh, also, there's some other mods that are sitting in here as well. First of all, let's take a look at the Enchanted Diamond pick that's just a record. Oh, it's got the sound effects, too. Look at that. Stall. Yep. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I like it. And then we got an enchanted pick. Good. Here, come on. Need some practice. We got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side to side. Question, is there any other, skins for Steve that you could possibly do here? There are! Okay, so there's this one. Whose skin is that? Should I know their skin? Dang. Right, if we want to go, like, customary. There we go. Oh, God, that is so cursed! What the hell? Jay Schlatt? Oh, shoot. I don't know who that is. I apologize severely. I guess I am not part of that pop culture. I've not done anything in regards to Minecraft in such a long period of time. I am very out of the loop with that stuff. So that's kind of neat. Now, one more thing I wanted to show here. Trumpet. Dude, the living peck out of them. And the trumpet mod was done by Sunbro Dave. This should be interesting. Oh. I thought maybe we'd be playing the trumpet, but no, I guess we're going to be hitting things with it. Oh, God. I love how it's not just... Oh, God. Ruby got their revenge. It's not just the customary, like... It's intermixed with different trumpets. Oh, my God. Great. I'm kind of tempted to just keep that out for the entirety of the stream. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. Absolutely. I have no idea why, but that's what I'm doing. Okie dokie. Now, the bulk of what we're going to be taking a look at tonight is maps. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at this, finally. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Trial 3. This was done by Ryuka Ruki, and I didn't get a look at it last time just because we were strapped for time and we ran into some problems. But we should be able to have some time to take a look at it now. Just a heads up, this thing does have some issues with crashing, so to minimize the crashing that could potentially happen, you need to have Trial 1 installed on your system as well. So that's just a heads up, like right away. Anyways, oh boy, this trial. We lost the tourist and the other mafia. We all decided it was a good idea to have a party in the kitchen last night to try to keep our spirits up, since the rec room closes at night. And you can guess what happened afterwards. A level based on Danganronpa games, specifically Danganronpa V3 for this case, where you must figure out the culprit of the murder. So, who really did kill the tourist and goofy mafia guy? The answer will probably surprise you. Includes amazing features like non-stop debates, improvised Hangman's Gambit V3, multiple choice, mass panic debate, scrum debate, lots of spinning, and more. V3 has a lot of minigames, yes. This level shouldn't take as long as the actual Danganronpa trial, but hopefully it's still fun. I skipped past the investigation part since that part tends to be pretty boring. Contains one level, no masks required. That'd be very weird if you actually needed to swap hats within, the Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc stuff. I don't know how it would work, and I don't know how you would be able to mix it together, but anyway. Forewarning, as with the previous trial, this one has annoying crash bugs. Yep, there you go. Released the level despite the bug. Anyone who wants to play Trial V3 doesn't have to wait anymore. Still need Trial 1. Gotcha. If you want to list your favorite to least favorite minigames, the discussion should have a type of makeshift poll. Canron be made the string comparison scripts necessary for Hangman's Gambit and has given me permission to use it, so credit for that goes to them. Thanks for permitting me to use it, not committing me. The Rift Collapse script was for the reversible rift level by Drunk Accordion, and Philip for the win. FTW, thanks for including it for public use. You can find the level here. Thanks to Guzbloon, Yoshimo, Happy Elm, and a lot of other people on the Discord for getting the HUD to work properly. Thanks to Guzbloon for beta testing the level. Danganronpa is published and developed by Spike Chunsoft Company Limited. Oh man, again, after I finish the Phoenix Wright stuff, my next mission is to attempt to try and play a little bit of Danganronpa. Would I place the burger on the left or the right? I feel like we can all live as one in peace, regardless of where you put the burger. But, you know, if you have your preferences, go ahead. This is gonna stink. Maybe I'm making an assumption, but you've heard of, watched, or played Danganronpa before, right? Or played through Trials 1 and 2? Yep. Great, that saves time and explanations on what to expect. Now then, here's how the incident went down. The Mafia, Goof, and Tourist were found dead in separate parts of the building. Both were killed shortly after a late-night party had happened. The Mafia was found in the garbage rather. Did I do the exact same thing the last time? I think I did. The garbage room by 5 people at once, and the Tourist was found in the rec room by 3 people. Sometimes the character descriptions change. Might be worth a look. Here, let me turn down the music again, just because Danganronpa music is incredibly loud in the ears. There we go. Necessary, but loud in the ears. Hello, I am here for non-imperial reasons. Hello, not an imperial spy. Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini. and then he gets meowed, and we have to figure out who the culprit is. Anyway, trial's about to start. Okay, for the sake of people who have not taken a look at it, let's go ahead and take a look at the evidence. Knowledge. Exactly. What evidence would you like to look at? DJ Groob's account. DJ Groob's provided entertainment for the night, but was also keeping an eye out for trouble. He noticed Snatchers sneaking around multiple times. The only odd thing besides that was that the victims were the last 2 people to leave besides himself and his bodyguard, Penguin. How much we can believe this is 100% fact is odd, since he was multitasking and people stink at that. It's proven by science. Okay, and then we got Mustache Girl's account. During a dispute with the remaining Mafia, the Mafia stated they were going to look into finding a way out or something important. They talk a little odd, but the overall message was, I'm looking for someone to help me get us out of here. He must have been desperate to have asked her. This happened a few days before the party. Also, she woke up in the morning first and thus got 2 others to activate the BDA to avoid being called out again. Those being the Nomad and the Cat. What evidence would you like to... Okay. More! The motive. Ryuka says, I guess he's not going to check on who are these people option. The descriptions were different. Oh, I guess I've never really thought about that, considering it probably would be the exact same thing if we're working with the same characters. But if they're different, I might take a look at it. Anyway, motive. The motive was that the outside world is much better and less depressing outside of this prison cell. It's kind of why we decided to have game night, to prove him wrong. The time of death is around 1:30 a.m. for the Mafia and 1:10 a.m. for the Tourist. The cause of death was blunt force trauma. Okay. Oh, shoot. Class trial. Alright, here's the rules. These might come in handy here. Class trial rules are as follows. Number 1, no leaving the building. Number 2, some areas are off limits from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Rule 3, you may only sleep in designated rooms like a dorm room. Sleeping anywhere else is a violation. Addendum, being drugged isn't the same thing. Do not bring this up again as evidence, it won't work. Number 4, you can roam the building with minimal restrictions. 5, no attacking the Snatcher.
I'd like to see you try.
Number 6, killing gets you blackened. Avoid everyone knowing you did it to leave. Announcements are made when 3 other people find out. The culprit does not add to this counter. Blastic says, dang it, I was going to attack him. Number 7, survivors must attend the trials. 8, no breaking into locked rooms. 9, save some for everyone. Culprits can only kill 2 or less people. 10, accomplices get nothing out of this. Only the mierda. Okay, very interesting stuff. So, Hat Kid's account. Hat Kid's umbrella was stolen while she was at the game night. Nobody saw the thief. Bo Kid backs up her testimony, saying she was with her since game night started. Nobody knows where the packet is yet. Ooh, the luminol stuff. Luminol and blacklight. The owl said that you use this to look for bloodstains to detect them in the dark. Bloodstains were only found in the rooms the bodies were found in. Yeah, you kind of went a little overboard and sprayed practically everything. Yay! It's a swimming pool of luminol. You're not quite sure what this does, but it seems important. Hydrogen peroxide. I'm trying to remember. Don't you use that to clean blood? I think so. Anyway, garbage room regulations. Garbage room regulations. The incinerator isn't accessible unless you're on garbage duty or your Snatcher. A trader could have also accessed it. The Penguin was on duty for the week. Okay, some green glasses. A swimminol puminol. Funny stuff. Why? Yeah, Ryuka says hydrogen peroxide removes all body fluid stains. I was thinking that. See, here's the thing. Here's a weird thing. I don't know how many people had this in their high school, but in my high school, we actually had a forensics class, which is very weird. That was oddly progressive of my high school. It didn't have a whole lot of stuff, but we had a forensics class, and that was really freaking cool. Just because it really felt like you were trying to solve mysteries and whatnot, and you were learning like bits and pieces about, you know, how certain crimes happened and how they were deduced, and the blood splatter analysis of, okay, well, clearly this person was hit over here based on the the dilation of the blood that the specks on the wall and how big or small they were. I don't know. It was neat stuff. Again, I have no idea what the hell I learned, but. Okay, green glasses. The thick glasses to the goofy mafia. The glasses were found in the garbage room next to the incinerator. Timepiece. You got this from someone at the spa during the investigation phase. It seems they were waiting for you there. You're not supposed to have this thing, so this piece of evidence brought up is not a good idea. Seriously, Snatcher will kill you both if he finds out. Do not bring this up during the trial! I will not. Missing key. The Penguin's key for garbage duty went missing. He said that he noticed it was gone when he was in the rec room, but it was there when he first entered. It was found half melted on top of the incinerator. Bring it up during the trial. I don't want another crash. Are you kidding me? Game night. Most of the remaining survivors, except Mustache Girl, the Subconite, and the Owl, joined in the kitchen for game night. There wasn't a rule against moving everything from the rec room to the kitchen, so everyone agreed to abuse the loophole. The party lasted until around 1 a.m. The off-limits area. Can the Subconite even die, though? Good question. I guess in this reality, in this context, he probably could. Anyway, the off-limits areas. Most areas are off-limits at night, except the kitchen and bathrooms. The garbage room is an odd case, as you must have the key to not be a trespasser. Okay, I guess that's it. Trial's about to start. Who are you people? Okay, characters are as follows. Hat Kid is the ultimate acrobat. She's also the main character, however, it's Danganronpa, so that doesn't mean she's safe. Bo Kid is the ultimate sidekick. She's essentially player 2 and is very similar to Hat Kid. Kaw is the ultimate detective. He never really did a great job, did he? Then again, this isn't a movie set. The Moon Penguin is the ultimate bodyguard. They're almost always around DJ Grooves. The Goofy Mafia is the ultimate conspiracy theorist. You have a feeling his search for this conspiracy's answer led to this outcome. Mustache Girl is the ultimate vigilante. She's impulsive and headstrong, likely to either steer everything in the right direction or completely derail it. She also hates practically everyone else here. Her mood has improved considerably, though. The Science Owl is the ultimate scientist. Returned from being stuck in beta, an alternate timeline, he has had noticeable reactions to some bizarre comments, like one about the desert or the inventor in Mafia Town. The Tourist is the ultimate photographer. I like him. He's one of the few people here to not try to maul me. Yet. The Nomad is the ultimate mountain climber. That is a very odd thing to wear as a badge of honor. It's just like, I am the ultimate mountain climber. How is that relevant in this case? Oh, I don't know. They're a lot more talkative and friendly than most of the other characters. The Subconite is the ultimate minion. They work for the Snatcher after signing a contract. Their allegiance to us over his boss has been difficult to discern. Both Mafia died. Mustache Girl is happy. Better than the ultimate clairvoyant. Oh, fair enough. Ultimate luck? Ew. The badge seller is the ultimate salesperson. Their knowledge of badge effects from selling so many could have helped us solve more cases. Oh well. Timmy is the ultimate cut content. Not much will ever be known about him now. The boss of the Mafia is the ultimate survivor. Not really, not anymore. He's practically useless in a jar. More so now that he's dead. The conductor is the ultimate drama king. You got that right. Okay, he's in his element with all this murder mystery stuff going on. Today, though, not as much as usual. DJ Grooves is the ultimate celebrity. Seems likely to lend a hand. Has a high reputation for his demeanor. Cooking Cat is the ultimate cook. They like cooking food. They try not to let the mafia in the kitchen since this event started so that a trial wouldn't happen. I guess that's not really an issue anymore. Oh yeah, there's also the Snatcher, who's the ultimate attorney. The ultimate attorney. That's like, you know, the top tier above Ace Attorney. Only a small step away from being an Ace Attorney. Oh, what? Okay. I figure ultimate would be higher than Ace. Okay. He acts as the judge since he kind of set up the whole thing and really isn't even bothering to hide that. What he is hiding is what the heck's going on outside. That covers everyone. Nuclear winter. That's what's going on outside. He's protecting all of you. Ready? Great. Okay. Mustache Girl did it. Oh, come on. We didn't even start yet.
Well, that was a good start, wasn't it?
Let's go help her again. Right. I believe I remember this part. It's time for Wheel of Torture! Hangman's Gambit! Funny Stuff says I had 9.9k channel points, so I used them on emotes. Good. I hope it's just like a swarm of horrible versions of my smug emote. I really wish I could upload some more emotes, by the way. But like I said, we'd have to actually have more subscribers. And I will not force anyone to do anything. This isn't Hangman's Gambit. What's happening?
This time around, a very special category is proof. All the following letters, R, S, T, L, N, E, are where you now see them. Pick 3 more consonants and a vowel.
In order to preemptively prevent frustration, the option to skip is here. Also, do not type 4 vowels, you only get 1. If you do type a vowel when you should have typed a consonant, you will be punished by having it not register. Same for the opposite case. No, let's do it. Pick a consonant. Well, I mean, I already know the answer, so... Beep. Pick a consonant. Please pick a vowel. Oh. What's the proof? Good luck. Hurry up, though. You're almost out of time. Nomad. And... cat. Yes, goose noises. That's very odd. Just ignore that. Congratulations! Thanks for playing. Here's your grand bonus prize of $25,000! What the heck am I supposed to do with this? Can't you just give me a brand new car?
No.
Okay, let's just clear this up right now. It wasn't her, the Nomad, or the cat. All of them can testify that they activated the BDA. Oh. Finally, a trial where I'm not a primary suspect. Everyone stop accusing me already. Let's move on from that, okay? So, we already narrowed it down to 7 already, just like that. Should we get to the alibis? As much as I'd like to, I'm not sure if it'll actually help us at all this time. The murder was past midnight and most people were in their bedrooms alone by that point. Except me and Boss, we stayed later than everyone else to get our equipment ready to be put away. That means we can both vouch for each other. That already cuts the suspect pool in half to 5. Question, what happens in the event of 2 people committing 2 murders? That's a good question. Would both people get blackened in that case or just one?
Oh, crap. I didn't even know that. I don't even know that.
Even he doesn't know?
The rulebook isn't giving me any answers. There hasn't been a case where the double murder was committed by 2 people.
I think if even Snatcher doesn't know, it's probably safe for everyone to assume it's comparable to Rule 10, right?
Actually, that wouldn't make them an accomplice anymore. It'd make them a killer.
But would anyone here risk it without knowing how it works in advance?
No, they wouldn't. That'd be pretty stupid. I'll just go ahead and say it. This trial only has one killer. That should make things easier to follow. After I do my research, though, through this rulebook, I'll adjust the rules again. The trial would be a confusing headache otherwise.
I thought you made up these rules yourself.
That's not how law works. I have to follow the rulebook to a T.
What? Rulebook?
The Killing Game rulebook. There's a few in the library.
Snatcher needs to lay off the contracts for a bit. I think it's safe to say that Groobs and his bodyguard are both in the clear now. But does anyone here have an alibi besides them? Well, we were paired up most of the night, but that was before the murder, so that doesn't help either of us.
I'm not good at parties, kid.
I was working on something in my room all night until I passed out. I, may have gotten a little too into it.
Lassie, I have no good alibi. I left the party and I was in bed before the murder happened. I think that's what happened anyway.
Worth trying anyway. And he'd probably remember the night better if he wasn't drinking that orange foamy liquid. Okay, so alibis are dealt with. What about the murder weapon? The murder weapon? What was the cause of death again? Stabbing. Okay, it was blunt trauma, clearly. Death by blunt object isn't good. Almost anything can be used as a blunt object for murder if you know what you're doing. Considering your umbrella was stolen, it's likely someone's going to try to bring it up to frame you. You did notice and asked around about it during the party, so doubts toward you are pretty low.
You made a big deal about it going missing, darling. Chances are that someone knows where it went.
4 other people could have stolen it, but who was it? Honestly, you're certain you know who.
What the heck was that?
Oh, my everything! How was I supposed to know the stands would move? I think I lost a hit point.
Okay, let's try that again.
Dancy time. Look at this craziness. Okay, let's not be dumb. There were about 9 people at the party, right? Who could have stolen the umbrella? Is there a possibility it was stolen by a victim? It's not likely, but it's still possible that either of them stole it. I doubt that's the case. Wouldn't it have been left behind along with the other belongings? This means it must have been stolen, been someone else at the party. And because we weren't there, this means me and the subconite are in the clear, right?
That sounds right.
Good, you're kind of my favorite characters. Does this mean we can narrow it down to 3 people already? That was fast.
We're getting off track here. Who's the slimy thief?
As soon as we figure that out, we can start the vote already. It's not gonna be that easy. What will you add to this? Okay, I'm trying to think. What would possibly be it? No, the 9 people. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna say 9 people. What evidence will you use? Not the timepiece, that's for dang sure. I'm telling the truth. Look at the evidence. Whoops. Looks like we guessed wrong. Okay, not gonna be easy. What will I use? Okay, let's try and look at this like legit. Let me rewatch again. Rewatch evidence back in the clear. What? 9 people at the party, right? Who could have stolen the umbrella? Stolen by a victim? Not likely, but it's still possible. Doubt that's the case. Wouldn't it be left with the other belongings? The other belongings line is kind of screwing with me. Getting off track here. Who's the slimy thief? Let me see. The other belongings sounds kind of interesting to me. What evidence would I like to use? DJ Group's account or Hat Kid's account? It might have something to do with Hat Kid's account considering they mentioned it. Do I really have to explain everything wrong with what you just said? Whoops, looks like we guessed wrong. Okay, well, what about, DJ Groove's account? Alright, so I'm going to take a guess that it's not that then. So, all right. So it's either the 9 people or stolen by a victim. How could we possibly prove that? Maybe what if it was stolen by a victim? But what would prove that it was somebody's account? I'm trying to think. Based on the layout of the people that like entered and exited the place, perhaps somebody might have stolen it and Hat Kid's account proves it? What are you yelling at me for? I know what I'm talking about. Okay, maybe not. All right, let's try DJ Groove's account. Nope. Well, we're weeding all this stuff out, that's for sure. Good thing we have plenty of time. All right, it's 9 people and something else. Let me think. Which one did we use before? DJ Groove's account or Hat Kid's account? Oh, there we go.
Darlings, didn't you all notice that? Snatcher was skulking about the kitchen during the party last night.
I had to try shooting him out multiple... Oh, no, shooting him out. Shooing him out. No. I tried to shoot the Snatcher.
But I'm a ghost, so you can't kill me.
I had to try shooing him out multiple times, and he still kept coming back. I can't attack him without violating a rule, so I couldn't use force. Meaning he kept trying until he succeeded in stealing from you without getting caught.
What? You really think I committed the murder? That's against the rules.
That doesn't mean you can't get away with breaking them.
There's only one time I can kill someone, and that's if they break the rules.
Did they break the rules?
Would we have a trial?
You'd probably make a trial out of it, yeah.
Didn't he say before that he can't interfere with the crime scene? Hey, boss, why were you lurking around the party anyway?
Because you losers decided, hey, let's stay up real late and make Snatcher have to stay up all night waiting for everyone to go to bed. That stupid penguin kept getting in my way. Don't do that ever again.
He doesn't even have a bed to sleep on, though. Does he sleep in his chair or on the floor? I think we brought this up before. Does Snatcher sleep? Does he need to sleep? He's a ghost. I don't see why. In a coffin. Well, this isn't his treehouse thing in the forest, so maybe this isn't the same thing. You're not sure.
Well, I can confirm that the umbrella was stolen, but I'm not telling you who took it.
You're still extremely suspicious of him. He's being too vague with his replies. In other words, he's dancing around the answer, which means he definitely stole your umbrella.
Holy crap, you're annoyingly persistent. Okay, maybe I did do that. Does that mean I used it as the murder weapon? Or did give it to someone? Did they even use it in the murder? Did I really take it at all? I didn't kill them, alright? I figured that was obvious since you can't vote for the judge. Also, it's not tampering with the crime scene, and there's no rule that says I can't confiscate your belongings if need be, so don't bother arguing that.
I wasn't expecting him to actually admit doing it. So you're implying it was the subconite that the murder... Okay, that's the murder then? You're being awfully defensive for a minion you probably don't even care about, and I find that suspicious.
Well, that was the most anticlimactic traitor reveal ever. I know it was painfully obvious, but still... There's kind of one giant hole in that argument, though.
Oh, do tell. Look at the platforms move. Do.
I wasn't clued in on anything related to the murder because I wasn't at the party at all. I would have attended to make sure everything went well.
The problem isn't whether or not you were there, it's whether or not you could have done it.
I'm saying that I couldn't have done it because I had no idea he did that. Boss does have the authority to disarm someone as punishment if they break the rules. Though that's a very tame punishment compared to getting chained to the dungeon at the mind-numbing torment that comes packaged with it.
Don't I know it?
I feel uncomfortable just hearing that. But how does this prove your innocence?
If I wanted to frame the kid, I would have made sure the umbrella was able to be found. But nobody found it.
That doesn't prove you aren't the culprit at all. You still could have used it for murder.
But just using someone else's property as a weapon,
then making sure nobody finds it. Wrong cooking cat. All right. You might as well have just used a rock-hard baguette or something. It had the same effect.
And maybe it doesn't disprove the culprit, but I think we can rule out the umbrella as the murder weapon.
What evidence will you use? Let me see. Luminol and Blacklight Game Night Hat Kids account.
Kukin cast.
I'm trying to think where we're trying. You know, what are we aiming at here? What's the game? All right.
I think I know what I'm talking about right now, kid. I'm not sure if you do.
Whoopsies. I'm trying to like think through this correctly here. Is there anything related to the blood and all that jazz that could potentially point to somebody potentially? Nope. I guess it was the third thing. Shoot. Dang it. No. Hold on. Break the. Oh. Oopsies. Wait a minute. Wasn't at the party. Nobody found it. Oh shoot. That's what we're trying to do. Oopsies. Wasn't at the party. Break the rules. Nobody found it. Okay, let's figure this out here. Wasn't at the party. Break the rules. Nobody found it. I mean, nobody has found the umbrella. We can clearly discern that thing. Wasn't at the party. He wasn't at... Well, I think it might have something to do with not being at the party. But let's think about that one. So, it's not that. What about the luminol? Nope, not that. My account? No? Okay, I guess that has nothing to do. Ryuka says blue equals consent. Alright, so... Let's see, break the rules. What would have broken the rules then, if that was the case? Game night, luminol... Let me think. Well, nobody found it, clearly. Oh, there we go. There we are. We've combined the two. Even if it wasn't destroyed, you're probably not getting that umbrella back. You do still have an alternative weapon, but let's not bring that up the Metro adventure right now. No.
See, nobody found the umbrella, so either it was lost and nobody found it, or it was destroyed. It doesn't prove I didn't do it, but it shows that it wasn't used to frame the kid.
Then why'd Snatcher steal it? Your best guess is... defenselessness. Framing. Spite. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's spite. All of the above, honestly. You're not fond of it, but the case won't go anywhere if we try to figure out the murder weapon. Okay. That's disappointing. We still have 5 people left. What should we talk about next? How about the location of the murder? That was pretty suspicious. The murder took place in the garbage room, right? Or at least one of them died there? I don't think that's the case. Most rooms are off limits at night.
There was definitely evidence that someone was there. There was blood found in there after all. Also, key to the garbage room grants immunity to that rule.
That would mean that the most likely suspect is whoever was on garbage duty. 2 problems with that. 1, I got an alibi. 2, the key was stolen. Snatcher, did you steal the key too?
No, I wouldn't have. I can't go anywhere I can go anywhere I feel like. Also, it'd be stupid to not have a spare key on hand in case the first one gets destroyed.
It doesn't change the fact that the key was stolen, which is a huge red flag. You can probably narrow it down a bit, though. Ooh, hello. All right, let's start running this direction. My guess is that we need to go and collect these guys. Here, let's swap to this hat. Gotta power everything up, I suppose. Dump. Ryuka says, psych taxi. Dear Lord, I have no idea what these games are, but I'm looking forward to figuring out what the heck they are. Why not scooter? Because I don't have the scooter out right now. Ooh, what's this mysterious figure sitting over here? Is that OG Hatkid? Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Can someone send the bill to my lawyer for shredding?
Already on it.
Okay, so now this is the police. You're under arrest. Oh God, what? Assault the cactus. All right, fine. Assault the cactus. What is even happening here? Why is Marge in the corner? Wait, I don't get what's happening here. I have lost the plot and I don't know how to get back on it. Run away! I don't know. I'm just gonna keep running and I'm gonna see what the heck happens. Let's see. Oh. And now we got a whole bunch of things falling from the sky. Lovely. Simpsons Hit and Run. Yeah. Oh God. Hey, look, people have left me messages. Peck! Exactly. My thoughts exactly. No, not egg. Oh God, help. Yeah, lad. That's exactly what's about to happen. All right, how much farther are we going here? Okay, nearly at the top. What is that march? What the fuck? Oh. Killed. I'm so confused. I'm not sure how running people over in your head answers anything, honestly. Same here! I'm so lost. The thief was at the party. Furthermore, it's someone who hasn't fessed up yet. So it's also probably not someone with an alibi. Leaving us with you, Bo Kid, and the conductor. You feel inclined to believe it's him, even though you highly doubt that.
Well, it definitely wasn't me. Hey, question. Is there a chance that it was stolen by someone else?
What do you mean? Wait, are you implying the thief is dead?
It's just a gut feeling, but didn't something about the Mafia seem off?
The Mafia? You don't think so? He seemed okay to you. You feel like this isn't going anywhere. Will this really help us solve the case at all? He was being weird. Nobody cares. The upcoming mass panic debate has camera movements that may cause everything to be laggy. They have just been activated, so if it's noticeable, you'll know beforehand. No, I got a pretty good computer, so I think it's good. Now keep them on, it's fine. Look, there's a little bit of frame lag, but it's survivable. Look at this craziness. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Abnormal strange. That's not going to help. Desperate for clues. I bet he stole the key. We can't be certain of what he did. Okay. Did he find a way out? Can't deny the possibility. All in favor say aye. It's way too loud in here! What can I add that'll shut everyone up? He stole the key. We can't be certain of what he did. Find a way out. I'm gonna say he stole the key. What evidence will you use? The off-limits area, class trial rules. I'm gonna say, like, the off-limit area. Is that all you got? Oh, shoot. Way too loud. We can't be certain of what he did based on... I'm sorry, I don't really understand what you're complaining. All right, never mind. Here, we can't be certain of what he did. I feel like maybe Mustache Girl's account? There we go. Woo! She's loud enough to make everyone shut up. That Mafia was definitely desperate to get out of here. They're lethally stupid, but even they wouldn't try to team up with me. They asked for help from you too?
He never asked me for help. Huh. Did anyone take his offer?
You have a bad feeling as to why the tourist was killed off.
You think he was killed off by agreeing to help?
There's a very real chance. Sorry. There's a very real chance that the Mafia isn't completely innocent in all this. You think they killed him off, then got murdered? That can't be the case. Why? Snatcher said so. No weapon. Too many people. I mean, Snatcher said there was only one murder in this case, so...
Wait, really? When did I say that?
When you said there was only one murder to avoid a confusing mess...
Oh, cripes. Well, when I said I was trying to clear that up, I didn't... I meant that 2 living murderers wasn't what happened. But you're right, the Mafia didn't kill anyone.
Does that bring us any closer to solving the case? Well, it makes the 20-minute murder gap stick out just as bad as before. Why would someone kill someone and then wait 20 minutes to kill the other? And the tourist died first shortly after 1 a.m. when the party just ended. That was not very long after, darlings. Cleanup takes time. We'd still have been in the kitchen by the time the tourist was already dead. There's also the fact that 2 people had died when only 1 kill is necessary, meaning that one of them was silenced. That would explain the 20-minute gap.
Wasn't there something from last trial that could incapacitate someone for that long? You didn't forget, did you?
That sounds like... Oh, what was in the previous one? I don't remember a toilet from the previous thing. I think I remember a sedative. So the sedative could have been used to knock out the Mafia and then they killed the tourist? That seems pointless if the intent was murder.
Maybe it was done so that way to have the room of death
moved somewhere else to make the case more convoluted.
That's definitely possible, but I don't think there's anything we found to prove it.
We don't have anything conclusive at all! With the exception of the 5 with alibis, we're not making any pecking progress! The evidence you have on hand is too vague. It could be any of us. Will class trial rules help us? Number 2. Some areas are off limits at night. That's not helpful since the key gives you permission to go into the garbage room. 3. You may only sleep in designated rooms like a dorm room. Sleeping anywhere else is a violation. Being drugged isn't the same thing. Don't bring this up as evidence. It won't work. He added to that rule? It doesn't really help us, though. Actually, that makes the sedative theory plausible. 8. No breaking into locked rooms. They were looking for a way out. There's no proof to back up the theory, but that'd give Snatcher the chance to kill them both for a rule violation. And you know for a fact he wants you dead. Death Wish made that clear. And his response to did they break a rule was something like, would we have a trial? He evaded answering the question. This is definitely a rigged trial. But the details surrounding the murder are so vague that he could get away with killing any of us. We can't prove he killed anyone.
Actually, the bloodstain thing. There's a bloodstain remover. It's listed as a prize for the gift shop.
Wait, really? But I'm pretty sure we found bloodstains in the garbage disposal room.
Well, the BDA won't go off if 3 people don't find the body, so...
I suppose the trial can't start if there's no body to find.
Even if it could start, do you know how boring a trial like that would be? There'd be no evidence whatsoever. It'd be way too easy for the killer to get away with it.
I guess that means to keep the killing game balanced.
I want everyone to empty their pockets. If anyone's got hydrogen peroxide on them, we can assume they committed the murder.
That's what that does? Nobody knows you have that evidence on you. You'll be blamed on the spot.
Yeah, what's wrong, kid? Come on, empty your pockets.
I mean, I also have that hourglass. Apparently, I'm going to be, losing regardless now. A lie segment is coming up. You can tell when a lie must be made because the courtroom looks very weird, like a white-purple filter is over it. In order to progress, you have to falsify some testimony. Oh, God. Boy, this feels dirty. Your evidence will now become the opposite of what it currently is. Missing key becomes found key, for example. Back to the plot. Oh, Jesus, how's this gonna work out?
Boss, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. The better question is, what did you do?
What?
Keep it down or else you'll be guaranteed punishment time. Okay, I have a job for you to do. You know who I've been trying to kill this whole time, right?
You weren't very subtle about wanting the kid gone. If Timmy hadn't stepped on the Mafia, you'd have tried framing her for the Jar guy's murder already, if not making her kill him yourself. So, you want me to frame her, I take it?
Yes, and don't screw it up. I'd have made another traitor kill her directly, but she's always got that bodyguard of her around her almost all the time.
But what if I can't get a majority vote? Nobody likes or trusts me, and several people here are like her. I'd come off as very suspicious.
Who's the judge here? If you can get over half of the votes to kill her off, I'll rig the rest. Otherwise, I'll rig it against you.
Wonderful.
I'm counting on you to not screw this whole thing up.
Oh, okay. I need to come up with a plan in the fast. I suppose it's a good thing I was already thinking about how to pull this off. I've got until dawn to finish this up.
Sorry to interrupt again, but now that you know who you're playing as for the rest of the trial, I highly, highly recommend looking at the Minions' evidence. It's very different from Hat Kid's evidence, so it's best to be prepared. Okay, so what do we got here? The party hearsay. Boss was caught at the party trying to... Boss was caught at the party trying to screw it up. Other things I heard was that DJ Grooves was the DJ. Conductor got hammered. And the Penguin kept trying to kick Boss out. Bo Kid was seen on Fashion Accessory magazine in the spa, despite being the other kid's sidekick during the planet-wide quest, meaning she hails from this planet. Both her and the kid with the hat had become movie stars at Dead Bird, but these magazines are from the Underground Metro, a place they hadn't gotten famous at by the time they supposedly got there. You can tell because of the publishing date. She's also lying about her ultimate talent. She specializes in clothes and dyes. Though since the trials here are modeled after Danganronpa, I can see why she wouldn't want to be referred to as the ultimate fashionista. Boy, I don't really know the reference to that. I'm sure I'm probably going to meet someone very fun, not fun. Who knows? More options. The motive was that the outside world is much better and less depressing outside this prison cell. It was meant to demoralize everyone and make them yearn for home. The time of death is around 1:30 for the Mafia and 1:10 a.m. for the tourists. The cause of death was blunt force trauma. That's what it says, but the truth is that both died from head goes pop around 2:30 for breaking into the upper floors. Gotcha. Alright, here's the class trial rules again, just to check that up. Ryuka says ultimate fashionista is kind of a late arrival spoiler. Oh, interesting. No clue. Number 1, no leaving the building. Number 2, some areas are off limits from 10 p.m. to 7. Number 3, you may only sleep in designated rooms like a dorm room. Sleeping anywhere else is a violation. Being drugged isn't the same thing. Do not bring this up as evidence, it won't work. You can roam the building with minimal restrictions. No attacking the Snatcher. Killing gets you blackened. Avoid everyone knowing you did it to leave. Announcements are made when 3 other people find out. The culprit does not add to this counter. Survivors must attend the trials. No breaking into locked rooms. Save some for everyone. Culprits can only kill 2 or less people. Accomplices get nothing out of this, only the murderer. Boy, everything is very different here. Hat Kid's umbrella was stolen while she was at the game night. Nobody saw the thief. Bo Kid backs up her testimony, saying she was with her since game night started. Nobody knows where the packet is yet, except me. I was supposed to use it to frame her, but it was too obvious of a setup that she'd be checked off the suspect list instantly. Interesting. Hello, Rosa. Thank you for the 11 bits. Luminol and Blacklight. The owl said that you use this to look for bloodstains to detect them in the dark. Bloodstains were only found in the rooms the bodies were found in. What a waste. Hydrogen peroxide. It removes bodily fluid stains so that nobody can see them anymore. You made sure that Hat Kid got this for the setup. The incinerator isn't accessible unless you're on garbage duty or you're Snatcher. I work for Snatcher, so I had access to it too. The Penguin was on duty for the week. Most of the survivors are starting to misremember details about the past. I thought the Nomad lived in the Alps. I don't remember a desert being there. Sometimes I have nightmares where I'm a marionette. What the frickin' hell? An item of great time-altering power. that the kid has. Boss stole hers and the other girl's one as well. Needless to say, Boss would be very angry if it ever went missing. Oh, don't we know it? Here, have I missed anything important here? The Penguin's key for garbage duty went missing. He said that he noticed it was gone when he was in the rec room, but it was there when he first entered. It was found half melted on top of the incinerator. The Mafia goof stole it, hoping the garbage disposal room had vents to traverse that lead out. Didn't go well. Game night. Most of the remaining survivors except Mustache Girl, me, and the Owl joined in the kitchen for game night. There wasn't a rule against moving everything from the rec room to the kitchen, so everyone agreed to abuse the loophole. The party lasted until around 1 o'clock a.m. This ticked the boss off big time. Most areas are off limits at night except the kitchen and bathrooms. Garbage room is an odd case, as you must have the key to be a trespasser. Only the 5 traders can access restricted areas or even break rules, but 4 of them are odd cases with that. I'm the only one that can do it whenever. We have to tell lies. This is going to be hard for me because, I'm not used to telling lies. I kind of want to make a Johnny joke here, but eh. Okay, back to business. He looks demented.
I'm so close to... I have to live. It's the only option.
Oh, good lord. Gex 2 music. It's not bad. Ooh. Look at this. Purple techno nightmare. Okay, you do have hydrogen peroxide, but you didn't know what it does. You just found it during the trial near the end of the investigation. There wasn't any time to ask questions.
Well, you should have said so sooner.
Maybe lay off? Even I had no idea what that did until I was just explained a minute ago.
Wouldn't it be something the conductor would know? She could be telling the truth and he's the culprit.
Knowing what chemicals are and do isn't exactly common knowledge. Besides, we owe her a lot for saving us. It's not that uncommon knowledge, though. That said, you're more likely to know if you're into murder dramas.
I sure as heck didn't do it.
No, I think we can assume the kid did it since she withheld important information with bloodstain remover. The death could have happened anywhere in the building.
But she has no other weapons.
What would that matter when almost everything could be a blunt object used for murder?
I have to come up with something to pin this on her. What can I make up on the spot to screw her over?
Conductor would know. Anywhere in the building. Has no other weapons. Let's try and, come up with something here. Found key, perhaps? There we go.
Don't you guys remember that half-melted key and how it was super big and not very sharp?
Are you saying that the murder weapon was the key?
Can anyone argue against it? It was a pretty big and blunt key.
But the key didn't have blood on it.
The hydrogen peroxide kind of negates that argument.
If the blood can be completely removed from the equation, then that means you wasted a lot of luminol searching for evidence. And we're even further away than ever.
The kid's practically useless in a fight without a weapon.
Not quite. She's useless in ground combat, but in the air, she's basically a homing missile. Exactly.
I'm not sure if that would still count as blunt.
Still blunt force trauma.
Okay, that'd still line up then.
So the key being the murder weapon is possible, but how does it absolutely prove who used it?
Because it comes from the gift shop. Can't get it from the infirmary, so you'd have to spend a token and hope you get it.
And we can't tell who used their coins because leftovers from when someone dies get scattered around. Something about this case feels wrong. You're hiding something, aren't you? There's something off about this whole case.
This feels too much like a poorly executed setup. I know she had the bottle on her, but I'm going to trust my gut and believe in her.
There's a lot of people taking her side despite the blood remover gambit. I just need a majority of the votes. I'm not a murder mastermind. The setup I had to make is disjointed and has no logical sense behind it. I was too careful about making sure I wasn't linked to the crime. But I have to convince a few of them that what I'm saying is fact.
He was referring to the peroxide. Okay.
The penalty for failure is death. And for my plan to work, the kid has to die.
Ooh, lovely. It's like we're weirdo chess pieces.
Her umbrella was stolen.
Umbrella? Indeed, but the umbrella has nothing to do with the case. And we're to assume the K was okay, the murder weapon despite having no blood on it.
Great, back to square one.
Her umbrella was stolen. Indeed, but the umbrella had nothing to do with the case. We're assuming the key was the murder weapon despite having no blood on it.
We already talked about the bloodstain remover. The key is still a possible murder weapon.
Snatcher is too involved to be suspicious. Snatcher.
Snatcher said he can't break the rules to kill anyone, so we can't accuse him of murder.
You're not seriously siding with him over Hat Kid, are you? He's obviously evil. Setup? Oh, shoot. Nope. I see how this is supposed to work. All right, the umbrella. Some blood. Let's talk about Snatcher, shall we? I'm trying to Here. Kid?
I don't like it either, but there's too much evidence against the kid. How are you so sure okay, it's her with just what information we've got?
Information?
Because she withheld information from us.
This is all a huge setup. Okay, and then we got a setup here.
If that's so, tell us who set up this. Okay, this is.
Holy freaking balls.
If you really didn't do it, then who did?
There were 5 suspects. Me, Hat Kid, Conductor, the Owl, and... So that's what's going on here. You bring up the possibility that the Minion did this.
You think I did it? Actually, I guess there's still 5 total suspects left. I still think it's the kid, but it's not a bad idea to narrow it down.
He's pulling the same emotional trick Caw used. He's trying to act all nice and helpful and innocent.
So besides me and her, there's 3 suspects. You said you went off to your own room after the party ended, right? Conductor was the same story, and the Owl was working all night.
I'm not sure if there's anything we can add to it, though.
Well, hey, Owl.
You guys know I have a name, right?
Nobody cares about our names. And it'd probably be a lame pun like Hoover anyway. I just want to know if you have anything that proves what you were working on last night.
Well, I wasn't working on anything important. Houdini, says Blastic. What the heck is that? Let's see if we can get into the TV this time.
You spent all night messing with your TV settings? Okay, I find that pretty hard to believe.
I was trying to give it extra functionality, like a built-in security camera and defensive cannons. What am I supposed to do if someone gets in my room?
Are owls bad in combat?
Extremely bad at combat.
Pretty fragile. Owls go down pretty easily, usually 1 hit. Mafia usually takes 4. The Owl sucks at combat, and we're accusing him of winning a 2v1 scenario against a Mafia and a tourist, who would have definitely ran in that situation.
The last brings up a very good point. Death from both was blunt force trauma, but the only way he'd stand a chance would be with the laser cannon. But that wouldn't be blunt anymore.
When did I mention I had a laser cannon? Laser cannons? You don't remember seeing one in your journey? Does the Owl Express even have a laser cannon?
For a second there, I thought we did.
The Owl Express has saws, cake bomb things, balloons, a band, a bomb, explosions, a fire ring, and a billiard table. But it doesn't have lasers.
Am I going crazy then?
This isn't related to the case at all. What are they talking about?
Bizarre recollection.
That's what he's trying to ask about. It's not really a part of the case, though. We're kind of sidetracking here.
I want to ask you a question, too.
Is it related to the case?
Do you know anything about puppet strings from the sky?
What? How did...
I knew something felt off. Noah, that sounds important. Tell us. I probably wouldn't know as much about this subject as Timmy, but after researching what this timeline is like and getting a basic understanding of the differences it has from the beta timeline I'm from, you guys keep bringing up stuff like stuff that never happened here.
Like the desert that doesn't exist.
What are you getting at? Does any of this mean anything? Plastic is calling Moonjumper. Oh. This isn't normal. There's no way they should be remembering stuff from another timeline. Didn't the badge seller describe the Snatcher's realm badge before he died? How the heck did they know that? You're not really following any of this. Maybe it's because you don't exist in the other timeline. That's bothered me for a while now, and it's too strange and feels too important to ignore it. I thought it was best that I bring it up.
That's all well and good, but if you guys don't get back to solving the murder, I'll start voting time.
Oh dear. Moonjumper controls Dweller with puppet strings. Oh no! I should have waited until the trial was over. Okay, back on track. I think we can assume it wasn't the owl since he's bad at close combat and was against two people. Conductor is good at combat and is surprisingly quick, so he's a possibility. You and Bo Kid are possibilities, and the minions are pretty fast and deadly, if the Snatcher fight was any indication. Meaning combat prowess only eliminated one suspect.
I remember hearing a few details about the party last night that can eliminate another suspect, or at least make them seem less likely to be called out as the killer. It was related to...
The garbage room. The beverages. The BDA. What would it be? Fluffy is voting on beverages. I'm gonna go for that.
I'm not that bad.
Oh, right. Drunk as balls. I understand now. He passed out. The other adults had to use the new rule just so that he wouldn't get executed. 3. You may only sleep in designated rooms, like a dorm room. Sleeping anywhere else is a violation. Being drugged isn't the same thing. Do not bring this up as evidence. It won't work. Apparently, the drink was drugs.
It's alcohol. Calling it drugs makes it sound illegal.
Well, it should be. Do I have to bring up how bad its effects are? How come she gets to know what these things are and we can't? Usually you're better than that, darling. It's not like you to drink so much that you pass out.
Ah, who do you care?
Well, we are in a killing game and our friends and family were threatened. I think we're all pretty stressed out right now. Drinking is bad and you should feel bad for supporting it. Funny Stuff says, I'm half expecting to see someone disco dancing in this room. Yeah, there's a lot of lasers and crazy crap happening. I think it's safe to say that he isn't our culprit since he wasn't in any position to fight two people at once at a time. There's still the possibility that they did it. It's not completely ruled out that the birds couldn't have done it. Yeah, but it's much less likely.
So our 3 most likely suspects are me and the 2 girls by the elevator door. Anything to clear your name, kid?
Me or her?
The one with the bow.
It'd be nice if everyone referred to both of you by different names. You went straight to bed, same as Hat Kid. That's the best you've got.
I've got nothing to add to that either. So that leaves me and her. I had already said before that I was never at the party in the first place. Did anyone even say when it was supposed to end?
We planned to have it end around midnight, but it lasted longer than that.
And did anyone leave to go to the bathroom or anything? Because the nearest bathroom is in the hallway. If I was waiting to kill someone without them knowing after the party ended, someone probably would have seen me waiting outside. That or someone would have died way sooner in the bathroom.
See, this is why nothing is adding up. Why wait until the party is over and a large group of people return to their rooms in a big group instead of doing something like that? We are missing some crucial evidence here. Nobody here is that dumb.
Boss, I hate you so much right now for putting me through this crap.
Oh dear. How will this work? This whole trial stinks. And I'm really supposed to believe someone would do something this convoluted? It's Danganronpa, get used to that, because that's the status quo. No, I agree with you. This reeks of setup. And I think the Subconite was the one to set this up.
Why me specifically?
Because you're the traitor. You didn't even try to hide that. You're the only one working for him, so only you had access to special perks of working for the Snatcher.
But the kid has the blood remover.
Nobody cares about the blood remover. Everything else is about this case feels so disjointed to ignore.
What reason would she have to do it anyway? She has no reason to kill 2 people. I gotta think about this carefully.
No reason to kill people? Let me think. What will prove it? It's not purple in here, so I guess I don't really have to lie, per se. I'm sorry, I don't really understand where you're coming from with that.
Great job. You managed to make yourself look worse somehow.
Oopsies. Okay, only I had access. Hold on a second. Maybe not. I don't know. Is there any proof that only I had access?
Did I say something wrong? Let me try again.
Maybe not. Okay, oops. Shoot. Okay, so, no reason at all. Would there be any particular reason? Apparently.
No reason to escape. She's from a different planet. She has her own spaceship and everything. If anything, she has the biggest reason to leave.
But why would someone who saved the world and my village do something like that?
Because all she cared about in both cases was her lost shiny things. She doesn't give a crap about us.
I refuse to believe that she only did it for selfish reasons.
As
difficult to argue against. She did sort of leave me stranded on the planet and didn't throw the hourglass down. At least I think in my case. Or maybe I did. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did in my playthrough. Maybe I did throw down an hourglass being like, yeah, you guys deal with that. Anyway, if she was the only interested in the timepieces and really hates us that much, why hasn't she ever kicked us off her ship? I heard the intruder alarm go off so many times I started blocking it out.
I think I'm close to my goal. I've already got myself and 3 birds backing me up, which is 4/10 of the vote. I need 2 more and the last bird standing and Mustache Girl both are starting to doubt her. So yeah, no pressure or anything.
I skipped special dialogue. Oh, shit. Oh, well. You spin me right round. So the motive fits the kid, so it fits all of us. The minion's trying to shift the blame on Hat Kid. You can't let him get away with it. But there's too much going against the kid for us to not be suspicious of her. Say something! Why are you trying to defend yourself?
Probably because she has nothing to argue against. Why are you defending the killer to such a ridiculous degree?
Because you know her better than that. You've known her for a while now. And the minion can't say you're lying. I don't know anymore. But I know I can't trust you or Snatcher over her. Darling, I have to agree with you. The Subconite did it, right? You're the killer, aren't you? You can't think of anything to add to this.
These guys just won't budge. I gotta make them skeptical.
It fits us all. Can't say you're lying. You're the killer. Let me think. Oh, thank you for the bits, Fluffy. You're the killer?
No, I'm not the pecking killer.
Okay. I can't say I'm lying. Hat Kid's account, the cholesterol rules. What about the rules? Nope. Maybe not. I don't want it to fit us all, though. Did Hat Kid say something stupid? Nope, they didn't. Bo Kid's presence. I'm gonna puke. Too much spinning.
Really? So you haven't been lying since day 1?
Oh, great. What now?
I already know you haven't known her as long as you're trying to make yourself seem. Isn't it odd how the magazines in the spa with your...
Oh, right, of course. So you're not a space traveler and was famous on the planet before Hat Kid showed up. Hat Kid still let you in her ship without it having to be broken into. You must be a pretty small-time celebrity, darling, because I didn't recognize you as any diva I'd seen before. Not now, Groves. So what's the point of bringing this up?
Well, how do we know you're not trying to cover for her? Clearly everyone isn't fueled by logic anymore, and people do stupid things in the name of friendship and love.
And now he's accusing you of being an accomplice.
That's not the only lie I know you've told.
If this is about that poorly photoshopped ID, I swear I'm a bird.
No, but okay, I guess. That one I didn't know.
Huh. You just admitted it. You admitted it. Great. I am legally a bird now, thank you. Hello, Despair. Oh, crap, he works for the guy who gave us those arbitrary titles. Of course he'd know.
This trial is taking so long. I'm starting up voting time. Wait, we're not. We're not done talking yet. I'm Snatcher, Mustache Girl.
Wait, we're not done talking yet.
Too bad. You shouldn't have been talking in circles for an hour. Now shut up and vote.
Oh, actually, yeah, it has been about an hour. We're so dead.
Please, 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 let this be good enough.
Oh, dearie me. Don't you do it.
The votes are in. The annoying little girl has been caught as the blackened. A couple of you voted wrong. Careful, you only get warning for that. And yes, non-unanimous votes are allowed if the number is low enough.
And so, your time here has come to an end. You quietly demand to know who voted who. I think I screwed up. Ah, sad, Mustache Girl. My apologies, darling.
I was hoping it wouldn't turn out like this.
No, I still don't believe I voted wrong. This whole trial stinks. Everyone was able to tell that.
But we convicted her, didn't we?
Kid, I'm still banking on you saving us from this mess. You saved the world once already, so I have faith you can pull this off somehow. You can't stay dead forever. The world just doesn't work like that. Yeah, it's a good thing that I can respawn.
Then where's everyone who died already? Why didn't they come back?
Just stop right there, please.
I was just saying.
I want to believe in you too, but with how you seem to enjoy making others suffer like the boss does, I don't know if I can anymore. Half the time you're nice, the other half you're creepy or sadistic. I don't know what to make of you.
Well, lovely. He was the only person in the building nice and trusting enough to hang out with me. Crap! Everyone else hates me!
Why the heck are they hanging out with this nut job? I don't like judging people based on appearance alone. Don't judge a book by its cover. I think there's a limit to that rule.
Yeah, well, the queen looked sweet and innocent, and look how well that turned out.
Yes, yandere is shit. Stop agreeing with me.
Well, the execution is waiting. Any last words, kid?
This is gonna hurt a lot, isn't it?
When doesn't it? Do the execution!
You didn't get to say goodbye to Hat Kid yet.
Too bad.
You can't really think of anything heartfelt or emotional to say right now without it being obnoxiously cheesy or giving away your trump card. All you can do for now is hope for the best. Oh dear, the sands of time will smother her. One final silly game to end the whole shit shebang. Oh dear. Well, GG, everybody. Oh, what? Loading screen. You won, I guess? Looks like you died. That's unfortunate, but it couldn't be helped. There's still hope with the remaining survivors of this incident, if that's any consolation. Hey, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. Don't worry, they're not timed or anything, but they are pretty important questions. Doesn't something about all of this seem odd? Did you notice something off in the evidence? What is the point of evidence again? To yell, objection! To shoot people, of course. It's to solve cases and find truth, good sir. And in order for the mystery to be solved, all pieces must be brought up. So, what am I referring to? We didn't bring up that timepiece, did we? Why is that timepiece mentioned in all of your evidence if you never use it? Hat Kid got this from someone in the spa, someone who presumably stole it from Snatcher, who would kill you for bringing it up mid-trial. Why the spa? Chance happening? Too wet for electric devices? I don't know. Too wet for electrical devices? Meaning it's a blind spot for the Snatcher. And in order for them to steal it, they'd have to have a connection. There's apparently more than a single traitor running around, but who is our best guess for the double crosser? Oh, shoot. You think the minion saved me? Oh. Is this the room you missed? You'd like to advance the plot now.
Hey, kid, we gotta talk.
Finally, what super important evidence was in the spa that you missed?
Screw the trial, kid. This is serious.
Uh-oh, this must be important if he doesn't care about the trial right now.
Okay. So, here. This is yours, right?
You immediately rush to grab it, but
Now, hold on. The entire planet will be destroyed.
you decide slowing down and hearing this out might be preferable.
Oh, okay. You cannot, under any circumstances, let anyone know I got you this. Especially Boss. If he gets angry enough, he might actually kill everyone in here out of spite.
That sounds pretty normal, honestly.
No, it's not that simple. I just... this is stressing me out.
Nothing he's saying is making any sense. Well, let's start with one problem at a time.
Okay. One problem at a time. Let's address the planet destruction part. We're trapped in a collapsing time rift that's so bad the planet has been engulfed by it.
Oh, wow, there's a twist. Oh, Peck, he's not joking about how bad this is. If unchecked, something like this would delete the trouble spot from existence to prevent a paradox, rewriting history in the process. But for something that big of a scale, it defaults to it to never existing, since it's the easiest and fastest fix. Time travel's rules are inconsistent at best, but generally it hates paradoxes and tries to rectify them.
So it really is as bad as we thought. But how did we get here in the first place?
Time isn't consistent. Your guess is as good as any.
That makes me pretty uneasy knowing how many people here want to abuse those hourglasses. I don't know how long we've got, and Boss is forcing us to kill each other since it's amusing him, so he wants to keep it going as long as he can.
Okay, so an emotionally unstable and unpredictable demon is holding us in his killing game until he can't be amused anymore.
That's about the right, yeah.
I don't know why I'm so mushmouth today. Well, this sucks. What's next?
Okay, I've seen you teleport out after getting one of these at least 3 times now. Once after the toilet incident, and twice in the village. That means you can get out of here and fix everything with this, right?
That's how it works, yes? Smug.
Even if you die?
Yes?
You don't know.
You definitely can, but where is this guy going with this?
Oh, thank goodness. Please, don't scare me like that.
Is he going to give me this and kill me or something? You can teleport out fine.
And did you forget that Boss will kill us all if he feels like it? How would he react if one of his victims went missing suddenly and can't find them?
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So he wants you to die as a victim next trial and get out to fix everything?
No, but that leads into the next point. This trial.
Snatcher finally tried to frame you, didn't he?
I mean, no.
He's tried framing you as early as trial 1, kid, so yeah, he's going to rig the vote to kill one of us.
His minion versus the girl who saved everyone's lives?
Exactly my thoughts. So the plan is to purposefully fail while being convincing about it so you can get back to the ship and fix everything?
Sorry, wrong voice. Get back to the ship and fix everything?
It's my only hope left.
What'll he do in the meantime?
I'll try to keep everyone as far from the other traitors as possible.
There's more than just him?
Yeah, and it's kind of your fault.
Wait, why is it? Oh, right, fine print. Wait, so he just let one of his own traitors die?
Soul-stealing demon.
Ah, right, he wouldn't care. Anything else?
Pretend this was placed in your pockets.
What the heck is hydrogen peroxide?
It's a surprise.
Is this related to the murder to help him pin it on you?
How good of an actress are you again?
The reviews for these movies should speak for themselves. You got this in the bag. I don't know, they seemed like, sleeper hits. Ah, sweet home. Looks like everything is finally back to relatively normal by your standards. Your standards were never really normal in the first place, though. We are a very weird child. Same normal Roomby. Here.
Hello. Same normal.
Same normal carpet and rug. Same normal catastrophic anomaly that'll kill us all if left unchecked. You should probably fix that. Same normal. Wait, who are these people? Okay, well, you recognize a few of them at least, but still. You don't recognize this hat kid? Closest anyone has gotten to saying your name right was Hat Lass. Do you know this person? Timmy's back! Okay, you definitely know him. How he'd get out of the courtroom without a timepiece. He had a timepiece on hand and said nothing. You hope he at least made progress on the glowing time rift of death. Actually, Hat Kid, it's much worse than that. Alright, mechanic guy. Oh, I'm Thor. Do you really not remember me? I upgraded your hook shot and umbrella. That does sound true. Wait, some of this is ringing bells. Was he in Mafia Town when the town got coated in lava? So you do remember me? Barely, but yes. You only have basic beta knowledge. Are these other weird people from Beta 2? We'll go over introductions later. First, that thing over there. Apparently, there are a lot of timepiece-induced anomalies scattered all over the planet that you didn't find. You can only detect around 40 to 56 of the triple-digit number of the pieces you originally had. Your anomaly detector needs fixed. Yay for stickers and all, but this is a huge problem. So, that thing there, it's colliding timelines. So that's why Timmy and the Owl were here. That might also explain that weird memory mixing thing that's been happening to everyone. Well, this is a different problem then, though the outcome could still be the same if left unchecked. Well, at least it's not another meltdown. Ugh, that was a mess. We don't talk about that, okay? And they're all here because... We're here because of him. Timmy? He was trying to fix everything up for the past couple of weeks. That was around the time he got executed. You're curious as to how Timmy's adventure had been. Timmy Animu Wen. How much of that coolness did you guys make up? None of it, actually? Yeah, right. It wouldn't hurt to get some backup. The others in the courtroom would be pretty big help. Finding them should be a pretty big priority. We're kind of walking around somewhat blind here. Your anomaly detector keeps pointing us at holographic stickers, and I can't come close to fixing it. You can't really fix it either. Well, maybe you could, but... Hey, so I heard from Timmy about the killing game thing. How long do we have until they die? If they died in a collapsing rift, they'd revive once we fixed it, but this isn't a collapsing rift. And since they're already getting affected by their alternate timeline selves, there's a very high chance they'll be rewritten. The person I know may instead come back as someone Timmy knows, or even one neither of us know if this involves more than just two timelines. Oh, can we all have a chat and talk about parallel dimensions? You're still tired and want to go to bed. Get some sleep first, then. It's never good to push yourself to the breaking point. If you want to know what's been happening with these guys, try asking around before collecting the timepiece and your awards if you for your performance. Something else? The minigames from Danganronpa 1, 2, and V3 have been covered now. Check the mods discussion tab and look for... It's voting time to list your favorites from the best to worst. There's a pretty good chance we'll sway my judgment on what to use by figuring out which parts are the best. Keep that in mind, folks. Hat Kid builds up speed for 12 hours. BLJ's out of the room. It's like a cheese where each hole is different, but each hole is still somehow connected. My brain. Now it's time for your award for not failing the challenges or doing them at all. Here's a Rift token for playing Wheel Hangman with Vanessa while it ain't 25,000 pawns, but shirts are pretty cool too. Here's a Rift token for getting through the first non-stop debate. Oh my god, you're giving me all the prizes. Here's a chilly piece of fabric for getting through the second non-stop debate. What the heck is going on with that camera in the background? Here's an explosive yarn for kicking Marge in the face. Don't judge me, it's Simpsons hit and run tradition to start the game that way. Also, Matt Growing himself did it. Don't judge me! Here's some dwellery yarn for shutting the entire room up during the mass panic debate. Here's some fast running yarn for being a filthy liar. Here's a Rift token for not screwing up the Scrum debate too many times. Here's a Rift token for giving Mustache Girl in the direct... Oh my god, so many things! And lastly, some super rare, time-stopping, game-breaking yarn for finishing a job and killing the main character, Hat Kid. It was Trial V3. What did you expect? Look at all the extra bonus stuff. Also, the animations on these things are like broken as all hell because so much stuff is happening. Ta-da! By the way. Nice. And now not so nice. I'm just gonna grab everything. Why the heck not? Yoink. Again, yarn. Very underutilized in this game. I want to figure out what else it could possibly be used for. Okay. What are you doing, strange cameraman? Also, where have you been during this entire thing?
Hello again, miss. I'm trying to help out. This scene is kind of a mess right now.
Ouch. Any details?
I only really know that it's full of weird, angry, fish-looking things.
These things are so hard to understand sometimes. Definitely sounds like the apocalypse is happening down there, but you're not getting much info from this seal. Wait, where's my prize machine? Did they break it?
Sorry, miss. I'll try to fix it soon.
As long as all the stuff isn't destroyed too, you really don't care.
It should be in your laundry room.
Finally, no more wasting time on that dumb machine. There's that. Hello, Rumby. Just sit down and watch some anime. How you doing?
Hey, Hat Kid, I thought you were tired. Or is it urgent?
Give me specifics.
Specifics? You mean the timeline collision? Well, I'm not too knowledgeable on how timepieces work. Oh, that. Well, I gleaned from Timmy that Mafia Town was cleared first, and since that's where I was, I think I can tell you what you want to know. So, first was Mafia Town, then we had to sail across the Arctic to get to another landmass, and then we got to the desert. Let me know if I'm rambling on and on.
Okay, so now we can get a little bit of information about all these locations. Okay, what is the fate of all these places, Mafia Town?
Mafia Town was completely disjointed. I guess the layout of the town is so vastly different depending on the timeline. You'd have to see it to understand it, but the town was twice as big as I remembered. Me and my robots wound up on this crazy adventure once Timmy showed up in town. Overall, though, it felt the same. The Mafia were still jerks, and the town was a mess because of them antagonizing the citizens. Except for a small part town. One of the sections of the town looked like it was from before the Mafia showed up and ruined everything. Again, the differences need to be seen to be understood.
Alright, let's see what happened during the Arctic cruise.
Not too much to talk about happened in the Arctic besides some weird anomalies trying to kill us, but that happens everywhere. Not much seemed very different. There was a ship we crossed paths with since it was sinking and not helping. That would be wrong. So that's why the seal is here. They're good at breaking things from what I've seen.
Oh my god, that's why. Okay. Go talk to Goofy Mafia because you're confused about him. We will. Okay, let's talk about the Alps and stuff. Pardon my language, kid, but the desert was a complete packfest. Aye, you watch your language. There were thieves, weird pink plants that exploded, and sand everywhere. It's coarse, and it got everywhere. On top of the anomalies. And the place is so huge that it took a few days just to scour the whole place from top to bottom dealing with it. It wouldn't have been as bad if there was less sand all over me and less travel distance just to get to the birdcage. It also felt like once we finished up and left, someone was stalking us. We've been on edge since. Oh no. Hauntings. Alright, happy to help. Is it just you, or does Thor seem kind of not selfish or antagonistic, considering your friend pool of the soul-stealing demon extreme vigilante, murderous movie directors with an explosion fascination, and the Empress? Well, the Nomads were pretty nice to you. By the way, the next stop is the Metro. Maybe you should sit the next mission out. Ah! Let's talk to Mafia guy.
Little hot girl! It's good to see you again!
Why is he here?
Time is confusing. Mafia want to tell you about death.
Oh god.
Let me tell you about what's on the other side. The endless void of the abyss.
He's probably referring to his own, which you already know. Why is he here?
So, little girl already know Mafia broke rules looking for a way out. Mafia feel bad for getting cameraman involved. Mafia has not seen them since death.
Okay, that's bad, but why is he here? How has he not been lost in the void of timeline weirdness?
It is because Mafia Town was already saved by other people in the meantime. That is theory for Inventor, at least.
Mafia Town's distortion is fixed then.
Mafia not great at combat compared to other Mafia. Prefer long jumping over punching.
Considering how fast he is when running from you covered in mud and his high and long jumps, you can believe that. So there we go, there's your answer. Anything else going on? Can I go up here? Probably not. Nope. Noted. Let's see. What's happening up here? Anything fancy? Oh, hey, Timmy is stuck here. What the heck is he doing? Since when does Timmy have magical powers? You gotta figure out how to translate mute since you apparently used to hang out with him, and working with him will be hard if you can't understand him. Shoot. Wasn't this the one thing that killed Timmy after Trial 1? There we go. I guess that's everything. Wowie zowie. Alright. Music! V3, complete. Rare sticker has appeared in the Arctic Cruise. Alright, I'm gonna give that a thumbs up, and we're gonna get back to the spaceship. Maddie Little says, I have one friend who theorized that Timmy would become Moonjumper because of some Mole Man lore stuff, saying he's technically a prince and isn't aware from what I've read. I don't freaking know. Anyway, so you could probably see why I decided to put this off until, like, doing another special. Because I'm like, if we're going to run into any kind of crashes. But anyways, aside from the one crash that we had when we originally tried to do this, that was pretty freaking good. Again, if stability was just a lot more solid in these things, it would be a heck of a lot better of a series. I will say I have heard that a Trial V4 is happening. So hopefully with Trial V4, there's going to be a little bit more like buffing out of certain, like, you know, code glitches and whatnot. I hope so. Speaking of code glitches, I think just exiting the level actually crashed the game. So, yep, let's go ahead and restart the program. No more fire. You know, it's funny. Somebody pointed this out to me the other day. No more Fire Emblem characters, please. If you really think about it, there's not that many Fire Emblem characters. If you really think about it. Like, the variety of people within Fire Emblem and playing the characters, it's not great. But consider, like, the fact that there are several freaking Pokemon available. There's so much stuff in the Mario universe. If you really break it all down and actually do a little bit of counting and be like, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no, there's actually a lot of... there's not much. if anything, you know, I hate to drop this on people, but actually there's a little bit of room to maybe have even more Fire Emblem characters if you really think about it, like, numbers-wise. I think people's main issue is the fact that there isn't enough variety in the playstyles of the characters, and I think they can do something about that. Let's try out a town in ice. This was done by BMO. Hat Kid has received a message from a town that is in a far, far away in the desert. Okay. This message said that they need Hat Kid's help because their town is starting to freeze, and that she is the only one who can save their town. It is up to Hat Kid to venture down into the cold mines of the town and stop the village from completely freezing. This mod requires the Brewing Hat and Hookshot. Mod was made for the 2020 Hat in Time official Discord server temperature-themed modding jam. At some point, yeah, I do need to do another online party. An official one. Ooh, cutscenes.
Huh?
Hello? Ooh, an icy place in the desert. I'm getting some real... I'm getting some Odyssey level type of vibes from this somehow. Icy desert. Open up! Oh, Jesus, I forgot I had the trumpet. Hey, who's that? Stake their presence! Oh, wait, it's you. I've been expecting you. As you can see, the gate doors are frozen shut. I have no idea how to get you over here. Wait, I might have an idea. Just a moment. Watch your head! Use this ladder to get over the wall. Oh, nice. Okay, now how use said ladder. Oh, okay, fine. I probably could have done that without the ladder. Howdy. Wait, so you could just jump over the wall like that? Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I had to rip the ladder off the frozen ground with all my power and strength to throw it over the wall. Would you just jump over the wall like it was nothing? Anyways, as you can see, the village has turned into an iceberg. Very unusual for a village that is in the middle of the desert, huh? The thing is that we don't use the sun to keep our town warm. I'll explain more. Meet me at the town center next to the village town hall. Very well. Who else do we have in here? Iceberg! I love this trumpet! Oh my god. Cheese! I think I hit all the buttons. Yes, I'm certain that I hit all the buttons. Was that supposed to spawn, like, a thing? Hopefully I didn't sequence break the thing. And we're town center. This looks like town center. Looks center-ish. I hope you didn't slip on the way here, because I sure did. About the town and why it's slowly beginning to look like it's Ice Age. Like I said, we don't use the sun to keep our town warm. We use something more special. We use special crystals that are called heat crystals. You can see one sitting on top of the town hall. Too bad this crystal isn't enough to keep the town warm. This is just an emergency crystal that activates when the main heat crystal is depleted. It is the thing that doesn't let our town freeze instantly, but the problem is that it doesn't give the heat that the main crystal gives, and its lifespan is much shorter. We need you to switch out the old main heat crystal for a new one. Sadly, we can't do it ourselves because the person who was in charge of switching the crystals is now long gone. They're either dead or they left this sad place. We don't have enough time to find the person that would best fit the job in switching the crystals. I hope you're not hiring me on for this. The way to the heat crystal is through the mine that is behind the town hall. To enter the mine, you just need 3 keys. But there's a problem. All the people who own the keys are stuck in their houses. You need to help them get out. Good luck. Oh. Well, gee, lovely. So complicated. Also, who's this guy? I'm so thirsty. I came here to get some water, but turns out it's all frozen. Okay, for a very brief moment there, just thanks to this angle, the brown cork here kind of looked like it was coming out of the spout. And I was sitting here thinking, what the hell kind of water do you guys drink? Ew. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. I got to there. I got to it in the end. Whoopsie doodle. Worked anyway. How about stacking the pumpkins? Pumpkin stacks. Okay, can you open your door? Oh, God, so tired and drunk. That's all that's been warming me is alcohol. Thank you for saving me, kind. I don't think we've ever met. Would you please tell me your name? You know what? Why the heck not? Ah, Bitby. That's kind of a weird name, don't you think? Well, thanks for saving me, Bitby. I need to find somewhere that is warm and safe. What's that? You need my key for the mine, since you saved me from freezing to death? I guess I can give you the key. It's not like it's going to make a big difference since the town's already in bad condition. We're all screwed. What are you going to use the key for anyways? I'm going to try and save the town. Really? I don't think this town is safe. Oh my god! You are as cynical as I thought you were. Okay, never mind then. That guy had no faith in his town at all. I know, right? Like, I've been there. I've been at a place where I'm like, oh god. Especially my hometown. It's like, god, this place is run down and nothing will ever, like, nothing good will ever come of it. But like, at the same time, I wouldn't just straight up be like, nope, nope. Everything is over. World is over, party. Alright, where would be the best place to take this then? Oh, I suppose I should probably just throw it down there, right? Yeah. Boop! Oh. That's some tough ice. Okay. Will 2 do it? What the shit? Oh, come on. What sucks is that if I jump from this angle, I'm like... I did it! Man, Blastic, by all means, if you got a headache, man, take care of that. Hello? What happened? I've been frozen in there for 40 days and 40 nights. Who are you? How dare you interrupt my nap? You want to give me your key? Okay, here, take it. Nap time. What the? Jesus. That's narcolepsy, sir. Regular explosions don't seem to do anything to this, so I think it's time for some advanced explosions. Oh, hey, you're back here. Can you give me some advice? Those mines look really spooky, huh? The mines? I mean, yes, certainly do. Do we have just a random stick of dynamite just sitting around here? I will not get sick of that. Okay. Check out my sweet new cannon that I really bought! Recently, rather. Been saving for this baby for quite some time. I haven't fired it once yet. I don't even know how to use this thing. I thought that this manual was a bunch of terms of service crap, so I burned it. You want to use this cannon? Ah, sure. I can let you try it out. But there is a problem. I don't have any gunpowder. Guess what you'll have to do? Exactly. You can get it almost at any store. Look for one of those wooden stands. They usually have some gunpowder. You'll need at least 4 bags. Hey, don't touch my cannon. Like, you even know how to operate the 2-ton hunk of metal anyway? You want to save someone with it? I guess you could borrow it. The cannon is already loaded, but it lacks gunpowder, and I'm all out of it. You need to get your own. Want to get it? Yes, I get it. 4 bags. That's like a oh man, I think that was a duplication of like several different lines of dialogue on complete accident. Oopsies. Alright, so the stands, eh? Who's got gunpowder? You have gunpowder? Yeah, I guess that's gunpowder. Yeah, sir. There's one. Okay, look around for stands. See if there are any strange red bags looming around. Oh, hello. Please do me a favor and don't buy the bananas from that other store. They are heathens. I swear, they sell poison. You could probably collect multiple. Oh, fair enough. You're right. I totally forget that that's a function in this game. Okay, one more. The black market. Yeah, exactly. I would love if there just to be a black market sitting around somewhere, and they're sitting on a treasure trove of explosives. Kaboom! That is very intriguing. Oh, hello.
Thanks for saving me. What? You blew off the ice on my house with the cannon? Whatever. You want my key to the mine? Sure, take it. Goodbye.
I think this guy needs some major warming up. Holy shit. I'm just taking another very quick look around. No! Why would you do that? You know how long it took me to grow them! Oopsies. Sucks to be you. Oh, and now the pumpkins are just making a lot of noise. Have you ever wanted to have a conversation with a pumpkin? This is what it would sound like. And there we go. Time to save the world. Ooh, hello. Holy crap. The inside of your island is incredible. It's very high up off the ground. Look at this. Dude. There. Ryuka says, I don't even... Oh. I don't think it even removes a pawn from the counter. Really? I don't even freaking know. At this point, I wouldn't even notice. Someone can loot like 1,000 pawns from me and I'd still just be like, what? That's a little more important. Jesus. What? Oh. Hey. Dude. Fluffy says, I think they do, but after crafting all the hats, there's no use for the yarn anymore, so they're pointless. Plus, it's a weird collecting thing. Okay. Alright, we've made it to the lava zone. Gripes? Oh, yeah. What the heck?
Ah, you must be that kid with the hat that the people were talking about.
Who the heck are you?
Who, me? I'm just a guy that got sent down here to replace the crystal. They were starting to think that they would that you would never arrive. This place is pretty hot. It was used to heat the mines so the workers wouldn't freeze since the cats have overtaken this place. We can't use the mines anymore. The cats are not very welcome to strangers, so be careful. Help. Nah, I'm not moving an inch away from this tub of water. It's too hot for me to even get back to the mines.
Right, I noticed that. We're using the heat mechanic. So, yeah, keep that in mind, guys. Water, please! What was the point of this area? Oh, okay, over there. My anxiety, it rises! Whew. I somehow did it. And I failed again! Oh, help. I am so doomed! Oh, man. The jump here is very awkward. Can I just say that? Damn it! Shit! Peck! Okay, there we go. Bucket, please. Ooh, big bucket. What are you going on about? Bullshit! Where do I go? What's the point of that area? What the fuck? Yep. Red crystal. It feels a little bit hot to the touch, and it's also very shiny. Oh, wow! Oh! Wait. That was just the first half? Okay, well, hey, let's not bag on it too quickly here. Who knows? Maybe this next part's going to be easier. I mean, heck, we can already see that we're not going to have to deal with a whole bunch of heat, so that's good news. I got it, but at what cost? Jesus! Oh, what the hell? God damn. All right. What? That was very confusing. Ooh. This looks sizable. And also, it's probably extremely hot. Oh. No, never mind. I'm fine. Weird how these nomads managed to figure this out. Turn the red crystal into power energy. Got one. Now, how do I send it back up to the troops? How do I replace it? Can I climb ladders with this thing? Oh. Apparently I can. Oh. Oh, it... What the fuck? Don't need this anymore. Feck it. So that one's basically a burnt-out light bulb. All right, well, we've done it. We've saved the world. Ah. And there they all are. Where's the one asshole who said I couldn't do it? Which one of you did? I was like, point him out. I was like, hey, Mr. Doom and Gloom back there. Fuck you. You actually did it. We were starting to think you would never return. Thank you for saving our little town. The town may not look that it would have a chance, but trust me, the ice is starting to melt and my feet are getting soggy. The most delicious soggy. You probably want something in return. Here, it's not much, but we found this shiny hourglass thingy buried in some piles of rocks. We know you like to collect these, and they are probably very valuable to you. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Oh, and thank you, Mapley, for the 5 corgis. Sorry, I just needed to take my anger out for a moment. Oh, I have 78 Rift tokens. What the fr... Okay. Rare stickers appeared in the Arctic Cruise. No. I don't think I will be going for that. Man, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, but wow. There are a lot of very awkward moments within that map. Like, things are not very 100% clear what you're actually supposed to do. As well as there are some harrowing, terrifying jumps that you need to make to actually manage to beat the game, and like, I don't know. Like, it's pretty freaking good, and there was a lot of work put into it. I can definitely see that, but wow, it's rough around the edges. I wouldn't recommend it, is what I would say, unless you wanted some serious. Actually, it's not even much of a serious challenge. It's just those little tiny bits and pieces in there. Needed better readability and some fixing on the light. The light was fine. It's just, the readability is absolutely it. Like, everything else was pretty much clear up to when you got to the volcano. Like, when you got into like the volcanic lava area, the fact that there is a heat mechanic that's currently running in there, like, I don't think it needed a heat mechanic. And if there was a heat mechanic put in there, I feel like things should have been a lot clearer and more distinct. At the very least, I think more buckets should have been around so that you're not as tense about, dying of heat stroke. That would be, like, my 2 cents. Like, I would say lower down that hook shot area just like a little bit. Try and make it a little bit clearer, or either that or make it one of those liftable hook shots so that like it's very easy to take a grab onto it and have it lift you up into the air. That's what I think. Like a couple of more places to cool down, and I think that one hook should be turned into a hovering hook shot. But I don't know. I'm not a motor. I'm not a modder, so I can't really say. Fluffy says it's 4 o'clock. Again, if you've got to be up in the morning, you probably should be going to bed. As well as I'm definitely going to be heading, well, not off to bed, but I am definitely going to be ending the stream. So, hey, you got a reason to go to bed now. Get your face away from the screen. The blue light is not good for you. Anyways, let's go ahead and end this whole thing. Again, thanks everybody for coming out to the stream, and especially thanks to people that did any kind of random old donations. It's never required, but it's real nice when you do. It helps me. It helps me afford like some improvements onto the stream, and it's kind of cool when you do. It's cool to see some kind of a return for the streaming stuff that I do. It's neat. And also thank you for the follows, everybody. If you want to take a look at the stream anytime after it's done, I'm going to be editing it down and I'll be uploading it to the YouTube channel. We're currently working on working through all of the backlog, so gonna be a while till it's uploaded to the YouTube, but it'll be there at some point. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. I don't really know what we're going to be doing next Saturday. I mean, I think it's probably going to be Phoenix Wright. I have no clue if the guys are planning on doing any sort of like D&D types of stuff. If they are, then we're not going to be doing any Stardew. I don't know. I'm kind of like giving up on the whole Stardew thing just because we can't really get all of the people together to be able to work on the farm. Maybe I'll start up a Stardew stream just by myself and go through it again. Perhaps. I don't know. But it's just like we set up this big old multiplayer thing, and I know I can't handle that multiplayer farm by myself for sure. Mr. Queemus. Anyway, so there's that. I definitely need to get back to, I need to play Shovel Knight at some point because there's the DLC. I need to play Hollow Knight, which has been extremely fun. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset that I started streaming it just because, like, that means that I have to set it to specific stream dates, which means that I can't just pop it on and play it whenever. And that game is actually really good when you get to, when you start to get your head around it. Let's see. Oh, also, I've got Spyro to think about. Also, I keep on hinting at the fact that I'm going to play Super Mario 64 at some point. Like, holy crap. That's another thing on the list of all of the things I need to do. All right, then. Well, enough about that. I'm going to take off. Again, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks for sticking with me through that, like, very silly stuff going on at the end there. Yep, that's about it. I never know how to end these things. I'm always very awkward when I finish them. How about I just head off? Again, thank you very much. See you next time.